Hey guys and girls, this is Bloggy of the Broken Legion of Gamers coming to you from the workbench. And in this video, I'm going to do a quick little unboxing. Now, a lot of you, if not most of you, already probably have your Kickstarter pledges or pre-orders for Kings of War Vanguard. What you might notice is Mantic doesn't really have an obvious choice for the Human Clansmen. For the Elf Clansmen, you could use the Kindred Archers for the Elves. For the Dwarf Clansmen, you could always use the Dwarf Command Sprue. But there's nothing that really jumps out at me for the Human Clansmen. So I did a little bit of research. I asked on the Northern Alliance Facebook group, and a bunch of people pretty much recommended this option, and that's the option I decided to go with. It is the Frostgrave Barbarians box. This box comes with 20 miniatures, and unfortunately I had to go the route of the infamous eBay to get it, because ToyWiz 90% chance wouldn't be able to get it. So let's crack into this and let's check out what's inside. Now, the first thing it comes with is 2 sprues of a total of 20 dreaded round bases. I know there's probably some round basers out there that enjoy round bases. In true fantasy, in my opinion, comes on this. A square base. That's just how I started my step into fantasy gaming, and that's how I'm gonna stick with it. I don't like that whole willy-nilly moving around freely. To me, fantasy is rank and file, rank and file, rank and file. Unless you're doing a skirmish like Vanguard, then you can move around all freely because you're actually moving individual models, not units. If you're moving units, for me, it should be rank and file. That's where Games Workshop lost me on fantasy, when they basically shit-canned Warhammer Fantasy Battle and turned it into Age of Sigmar. I heard the rules came a long way in first edition from launch, and they got a lot better in second edition. 3 words, Kings of War. That's true fantasy. But in fantasy skirmish, square bases, that's just where it's at. But let's get into this. That was a pretty big rant. Okay, and then now box is empty. What you get is 1, 2, 3, 4 of the exact identical sprue. Like, I'll hold it up. This way you can check it out, and we'll go into the last sprue in great detail. This looks just like sprue number 1. This looks just like sprue number 1 and 2. And once again, yep, you got it, guys. Exactly like the first 3 sprues. So we're going to go into this in detail. Now, these guys aren't too heavily armored, but they do have a lot of intricate detail. Right up there with the new Kings of War plastic. This will definitely... There was the 5 bodies, and look at the individual heads. I hate to mention Games Workshop, but a lot of these, especially this guy right here, this head right here, a lot of these guys' heads remind me of the Space Wolves heads. Right up here, you got yourself a spear. So you can arm your Human Clansmen with spear. Right here, 2-handed axe. Definitely a good option for a heavy weapon. Then you got yourself a crossbow. Crossbow, you can always arm your guy with this, make it a light crossbow or a regular crossbow. And look at this right here, axes. Like, you'll notice they have random bits thrown throughout the sprue that you can put on these guys to decorate them, make them look phenomenally. Other pouches over here. And over here, you've got 2 shields. We'll check out the fronts of the shields after we do this. You got your first axe arm. You've got the regular arm to go with the axe. Right here, you have the arm for the shield. No, that's not the shield. Sorry, this is the shield arm for the axe. This is for this double-handed hammer. Then up here, you can really arm a guy with like the hammer and they definitely give you options to arm these guys any way you see fit. So far, I've seen 2 sheathed knives on this thing to decorate the miniatures. There might be a third one somewhere around, but you got a sword, hammer, another axe. I gotta come back. And then you have yourself a nice bow hand. So this, just on this sprue, and in this box, you can build five guys with bows and crossbows. You can build 5 guys with shields. Oh, I didn't show you the fronts of the shields. Here's the front of one of the shields, nice, flat. You can, if you want to do some freehand, you can make up a symbol for your Northern Alliance clan. Right here, you got your Telltale old school shield. This kit is going to be phenomenal. Oh, and here's the backs of the bodies. Look at this will definitely fit in with the Northern Alliance. Look at all that fur. It's got that Game of Thrones wildlings feeling like the Northern Alliance have. And it looks, these heads look amazing and detailed. These will definitely fit in really well with your Northern Alliance. Just blend in there and it will definitely look like it's meant to be with the army. Now, as I said before, it comes with round bases. So for you round basers, you got your round bases. That's probably just like flat earthers, but yeah, whatever. But what I did is I held we all recognize this, the plastic Mantic 20mm base. Check it out. These guys will fit on the Mantic 20mm base. Some of them you might have to pose them a little, work with the pose a little bit. You cut this off, file it down nice, file down the bottom parts of it to the feet nice and flat, and then you can pose these guys on the 20mm base and they will fit in with your Northern Alliance and you can use them in your Mantic games. And for me right now, this is a temporary solution to what will hopefully be a temporary problem. I'm really hoping that when Mantic does the proper Kings of War release for the mass battle game, they release proper Northern Alliance Human Clansmen and then just blend in the whatever they're going to use from their range for the Elf and Dwarf Clansmen. But hopefully they release proper Human Clansmen. This way we can sit there and have proper models, and then I'll probably just wind up selling these on eBay as amateur painted. Probably just sell them for probably a little bit more than I paid for them because they're painted, and call it a day. But that's it for this video. Follow me on Instagram under the name Broken Legion of Gamers. Jump on to the Twitter. Follow me on Twitter under Broken Legion of Gamers or at Legion Broken. Jump onto Facebook. Join the Facebook group. It's the Broken Legion of Gamers tabletop gaming community. And also, if you like what you see, hit the thumbs up button. Give this video a thumbs up. This way it gets spread around and gets more exposure. It really helps out. And even just a few thumbs up goes a long way, guys. Then, Also, if you like what you see, also hit that subscribe button, pound the bell icon to get notified anytime I put up any future videos. And as always, whenever you can, I hate the fact that I can't do it with these, but whenever you can, support local gaming. Here at the channel, we support Toy Wiz in Nanuet, New York, on Route 59, right across the street from the Dunkin' Donuts. Have a nice night, guys.